Hey guys, so quick thing I wanted to say before getting into this video. This video is meant to be mainly just like a rant. This is just me kind of just talking and yapping, okay? I need to make that clear from the get-go. I don't want any other misinterpretations of this. I'm probably going to say something you like. I'm probably going to say something you dislike. I'm probably going to say some stupid shit along the way. I just want to make that clear before hopping into this. But yeah, other than that, enjoy the video. So as some of you may or may not know from watching this channel for God knows how long now, I'm somebody who is a big fan of Pokemon. And while I've never done a playthrough of what I'm about to talk about in this video on the channel, it is something that I have played before, watched YouTube videos for, basically been a huge part of my childhood for. I want to talk to you guys about Pixelmon. Now, if you don't know what Pixelmon is, I'm just going to summarize it up real quick. It's basically a Minecraft mod that lets you be able to play Pokemon in Minecraft. That's just some of it. Now, I want to ask all of you, and you can tell me in the comments below. You can pause the video for a second if you want to tell me. You don't have to if you don't want to. What is something you can say you genuinely love about Pixelmon? Tell me. Anything at all. Just share it in the bottom, whatever it could be. For me personally, what I really loved was the old versions of Pixelmon where the Pokemon had this blocky like aesthetic to them. That, I know it wasn't perfect, but that was my favorite version of Pixelmon. It always has been, and I think it honestly always will be. I'm not the biggest fan of the newer changes in Pixelmon with the 3D models. The 3D models just feel really out of place in the Minecraft world. It's just not for me personally. Like, I still play Pixelmon once in a while, but I just never been this big fan of like the 3D models upgrade. It's just not for me. You guys can go ahead and tell me how you guys personally feel about the 3D models below as well in Pixelmon. Maybe you like, maybe you hate them. You can tell me about that too. I'm genuinely curious. And also, before I get a little bit more deeper into this video, I wanted to show you guys some of the people that I used to watch back in the day as well, who used to make Pixelmon videos that essentially were like a huge part of my childhood back on my younger times on the internet. It's something very fondly on that I just happily look back to. Like, every time I just think about it, always just with a big old smile on my face looking back at it. And you guys can also share in the comments below, did you guys like have anybody back in the day you used to love watching Pixelmon content from? Yeah. Alright, here's this little thing before we get a little deeper into the video. I hope you guys enjoy.
Hello everyone and welcome to Challenge Accepted. Afmao here with Sachel.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hello, and today we are in our very much anticipated Minecraft Pokemon adventure.
You're getting your butt whooped, as in, I'm gonna squash all over you, as in, let's get this started.
Alright, go Squirtle! Go Squirtle!
Squirtle! What?
What? Well, I've never seen that before.
Good job, Charmander! Awesome job, Charmander. I love that you put him on fire.
Squirtle! Really? That's cheating, Sachel! You can't!
It's the Pixelmon adventure.
Put it over the fire? Oh, I cooked it. Jay, you're on fire! Jay!
Guys, Pixel here for episode 1 of the Pixelmon Egglock. I'm just gonna chill out by the boss just in case he stays here.
What's going on, guys? It's Lachlan here, welcoming you to the brand new mini-series on the channel. This is Pixelmon Island. So guys, Pixelmon Island was an idea me and Scott made up on at Minecon. We thought it was a pretty good idea and something special to do for Christmas, so this is what it is.
Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to Pixelmon!
Hey,
here with
everybody! Yeah,
3 Englishmen.
Yep.
And
one
Mitchell
American.
Jordan, Dan TDM, and thanks Sia.
Hello.
You know them as Dan and James and Jordan.
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah.
Well, cleanup is done, dude. That was a hard day's work, but a good day's work.
Yeah, dude, seriously, I did not expect a job that Old Man Tom offered us to actually be a good job that gets done good things. Like, Jordan, this Pixelmon Ranch is pretty cool. There's not too many Pokemon or, people here right now, but it's still wonderful, and I enjoy every day.
In the world of Pixelmon, you can see a nice little Slowbro down there. We press R and boom, there's our Trico. Oh my goodness. That is... Whoa, I haven't played this in a while, man, and I remember the models looking a lot worse than that. That is a really good model. Alright, Trico, come back. I don't want you falling off the tree. I'm not sure if they actually get damage. Will they? I don't think so. Let's throw Trico down there. Nope. No damage.
Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed that little blast to the past. But back on to talking about Pixelmon. One of the things about Pixelmon is I want to say is that this is Pixelmon as a mod itself. It is something that is always just going to have like a place in my heart, because it's made a lot of I've made a lot of memories with it, and I genuinely love it. And I think that it's doing well to this day. And it's got a lot of content to it. To explain, they basically the game is basically all the way like up to date. Like they have I think they should have all the way up to like Gen 9 Pokemon now. There are like cool places you can explore and go to, generated like villages and stuff like that with like gems, etc, etc. It's fun. It's generally a fun experience. But to me, Pixelmon, just after a certain point, I don't know, it just always felt a little bit weird to me. There are some things about Pixelmon I just never really personally was too fond of after some time. I'm not the biggest fan of essentially Pokemon interactions in Pixelmon. It's not really something I really think it's one of its strong suits. I'm not the biggest fan of like a lot of the models of Pokemon. It's just that it just feels very uncanny when you like combine it with Minecraft. But aside from talking about that, I just want to like get that out of the way before like I explain a bit more of why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to talk about a new champ in the block that has popped in and has basically taken a bunch of Pixelmon fans by storm. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Cobblemon. Cobblemon is basically everything that I essentially ever wanted out of a Minecraft Pokemon mod. I'm just gonna be honest when it comes to that. And the first thing I want to talk about was the blocky aesthetics of the Pokemon. That is something that I genuinely love about Cobblemon. I love the blocky aesthetic that they've went through to like make all the Pokemon feel like they are part of like the Minecraft world. I think that is perfect. I love it so much. Genuinely good. And they keep, and as well, while they haven't fully gotten to around like every single Pokemon, what they've done so far, I genuinely love it. I'm gonna like obviously have some art plastered right now so you guys can see some of the blocky aesthetics. Next things next I want to talk about is the combat. Okay, so Cobblemon basically uses somewhat of a similar like a Pokemon Showdown for its battle hub and like how they like do battles in like in general. But another thing that I like about in Cobblemon is that they allow you to move around as well. Like when you're having a Pokemon battle, like you can like move around, like walk around like a little bit. As well as when it comes to catching Pokemon, you gotta like do that manually. You don't just like press like a button and then the Pokeball just automatically throws. You gotta just be like catch. All right, now you gotta get it out your bag, take out your Pokeball, and chuck it at the mon yourself. Which I personally really like that. I think that's a really cute slice of life thing that I personally just have some love for. Also, I just do love the design as well that they've done with the Pokeballs as well. They don't look like regular balls. They got like the little cute blocky aesthetic to them, and I think that's really cool. I really like that. I think that's also just like a really nice touch to all of this as well. I'm also a big fan of how much like effort like they put into like when it comes to like so much like Pokeballs as well. Like they've added the Hisuian Pokeballs. You can have like different colored Pokeballs. Like they don't just have like the basic Pokeballs in it as well. They got it's basically just like a rack of like it's basically just like a giant. It feels like you're kind of like in like a like you just like see like this shelf and you just like see like just like a bunch of like different colored like Pokeballs. It's just really awesome. Like I do love how like you can just have like regular Pokeballs and just like have them in different colors instead of it just being in red. I think that's just really cool. I'm always gonna love that. And they kind of did the same thing for the Hisuian Pokeballs as well, which I think is really cool. Not to mention them putting copper to use, being the way how you like essentially like craft Pokeballs. Another thing I'm a big fan of is like what they did for fishing as well. So basically when you're making a fishing rod, it can come in like many different like cosmetics, which it all depends on like what type of Pokeball you attach to it. I noticed like I think another thing to that as well, like I know as like with one of the Pokeballs, you could also like catch like a really like oversized, I think Whalmer, which I think was a reference to the anime when one ate a Master Ball. I could be misremembering. Tell me in the comments if I am. But essentially, I really like love that as well, and how you can like place enchantments on your fishing rod to basically help increase your odds as well, which I think is really cool. And another thing I really like with the fishing rod is that you can add bait to them. Like you can pick berries, and you can decide to like add bait to them. To like when you throw out your line, you'll basically like it'll help you like when it comes to like maybe if you're looking for like a specific type of Pokemon or something like that. Adding a berry could help to that, which I think is really cool. And another thing I find really funny is that you don't really need to fish in like a big like open like water source too. You could like fish in like a 1 block like bucket and just like pull something out of it. That's actually when I was like playing on my free time with a friend of mine, that's how I found my Feebas, which was freaking hilarious to me. And I love the animation with the Pokedex. One thing that that bothers me like about Pixelmon is that the Pokedex isn't something that's craftable anymore. You just have it, and it's just like a button you press, just like boop. You don't even get to keep it in your inventory, which I don't really like. I miss back in the older days of Pixelmon where you had to craft the Pokedex, and then you just like had to like, and then you had to like use it as like an item to like scan Pokemon. I love that Cobblemon like keeps that aspect where you like craft the Pokedex, and then you just like use it to scan Pokemon. And I love the animation they did for it as well. It just looks so cool. Like it's fun. It just feels fun. I like that. It's just very cool to me. I enjoy it so much. Like it oddly keeps me invested, and like it makes me want to like keep scanning Pokemon. I will say, while I am describing all of this, there is like one main thing, one problem that I have with Cobblemon, honestly, and that's because like, and my main thing with it right now is that it's more of like a newer mod. And it is far from being completed. It is so far from being completed. I know that the Cobblemon modders are working like the best they can to give the best product. And if any of them for some reason decide to walk on this video, keep working. You guys are fucking amazing. I'd say that's my only complaint with Cobblemon, is that I can't wait for more content for it. It just needs more content, and I feel like this will be like literally like. I feel like Cobblemon will essentially become one of the best like Minecraft mods like in general. I just mean in general. Not even like best Pokemon mod. I think Cobblemon just straight up has the potential to be the one of the best Minecraft mods. And while it lacks in content, another thing I want to talk about is fans have actually been adding like their own little like side mods, like plugins and data packs to also support Cobblemon, which I think is really cool that that fans are doing that as well, to like help like add content while we wait on official content, which I think is awesome. I recommend to anybody to go to the Cobblemon channel if they were interested in like looking at any more like updates or anything like that of like what's going on with this. The update that essentially is coming for 1.7 Cobblemon is they're touching something that I wanted in this for the longest time: rideable Pokemon. When it comes to Pixelmon, when it comes to rideable Pokemon, I hated how it felt to ride Pokemon in Pixelmon. It just sucked. I hated it with a burning passion. I just did not like it. I did not like it at all. But from what I've seen so far, from the 1.7 snapshots in Cobblemon, it seems to be like a bit of like a dynamic riding as well as flying with your Pokemon. Like it looks really good. I don't know how it's gonna look when 1.7 comes out fully, but from what I've seen from snapshots so far, I'm loving the dynamic flying that you get that they plan on, like that they're working on essentially. I love this, and I cannot wait to use it, and I cannot wait to fly around on a freaking Charizard. There's so more that they just gotta do. Like, oh my god, like I could be here forever and just like talk about all the stuff that I've been loving, that I've been seeing so far. In conclusion, just in case if anybody does think this, I don't have any hate or like resentment to Pixelmon. Like I said before, I still will always love Pixelmon. It means a lot to me, and I've made a lot of memories with that mod. Cobblemon feels like it is giving me that Pokemon experience that I basically essentially always wanted from a Minecraft mod, and honestly from a mainline Pokemon game in general. Thank you so much, Cobblemon development team. I hope you guys keep at it. I hope you guys keep doing the awesome shit you guys are doing. I'm loving every bit of this. Thank you. Also, they plan on adding cosmetics too. Look, I can put sunglasses on a fucking Squirtle.